I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, I'm speaking with Izek Alieve. He is the author of an intriguing novel called The Last Illusion. It vividly explores the intertwining themes of identity, war, and faith. His narrative follows Joseph, a successful young manager and son of immigrants from the former USSR who navigates personal loss, a divine mission, and an attempt to reconcile a complex geopolitical conflict. We're delighted to have Izek join us today here on Spotlight. We thank the folks at Authors Reputation Press for helping us put him in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support writers like him by subscribing to our channel. Alec, thank you so much for being our guest here today on Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. The Last Illusion is your title. What does that title mean, The Last Illusion?
Assuming the humanity is in danger and the mankind goes to the self-destruction. So it is necessary to stop the mortal steps. The main character, Joseph, suddenly received a blessing from the God through the prophets, and he becomes a preacher of the new religion. Faith in individual creator, all mankind. All believers are united by single God. Only the faith of people in single creator can prevent the coming military catastrophe. But Joseph's mission ends very badly. His attempt to change the world for the better, a world without wars and hatred, became the last chance of mankind. That was the last illusion of mankind. So the book title is called Last Illusion.
Understood. Understood. Very interesting. Could you give the folks at home the big picture of what the book is about?
Okay. Actually, this story has a couple of the fewest storylines. The first line is collapse of the Soviet Union.
Right.
And the war between Azerbaijan and the Armenian over the territory of Karabakh in 1990. The Armenian tried to evade this land from the Azerbaijan. So second line, the story about how the Joseph and his family immigrated to the U.S. And I described some difficulties of adaptation in the new land for the family. So third line is the characteristic of the new Russia after the U.S. Soviet Union collapse. I explain why democracy has not worked in Russia. Russian authorities are talking about some kind of special Russian democracy inherent only in Russia. Corruption swept the entire hierarchy of the power. KGB, it means State Security Committee. It is like our CIA and the FBI together. They came to the power at that time. And the former top communist officials turned into the businessmen. And the last line is about religions. When Joseph suddenly turns into the new Messiah, his mission was to save humanity from the rapid approach to the catastrophe, military catastrophe, and the self-destruction, stop to all wars in the earth. And the new Messiah began to preach a new religion based on the fact that all mankind was created by single supreme. That generally, but I can give you a short script for this book. So this story happened between the two millennium in the eve of 2000. The main character of the story, the son of the immigrants from the former Soviet Union, Joseph, young, talented, successful manager of the big American corporation. He is living in New York and working there. First time after the 20 years, Joseph travels back to the former Soviet Union, where he hopes to meet with his childhood friends. He's shaken by things he knows there. All his three friends had been killed in the wars in Chechnya, in Russia, and the Karabakh mountains in Azerbaijan. When he came back to New York City, he became depressed and he closed himself, he locked himself in the apartment, and he did not want to see anyone. Some night, suddenly prophets appear to him. They tell him that mankind goes to the self-destruction, right? It is necessary to stop the mortal steps. The mankind needs the common religion and the faith in single creator of universe. And you, Joseph, have been chosen by the creator as the new Messiah who will try to make the world better. In order to give proof that Joseph is real Messiah, he decided to settle very difficult, complicated conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenian to show the people his magic, strange, given by creator. Unfortunately, Joseph finds both his love and the death in the Karabakh mountains. That's the short things.
It's quite a remarkable story. I particularly like the role of Joseph, where he is basically the second coming of Jesus, right? He's the Messiah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Also, actually, they appears as Moses, Christ, and the Jesus, and even Muhammad. So all these prophets before him.
Wonderful, wonderful. Tell me what it was like for you writing this book. Where did you get the story ideas? Where was your inspiration?
Okay. Inspiration. Actually, what inspired to write this book? First is Soviet Union collapse. It's main thing, and then there's this war is between Azerbaijan and Armenia. It's very tragic for me because I lived that time over there. That this expired to me, and in the fact my immigration to the USA, definitely, and then my big interest to religions. That's all things that expired to me to write this book.
Wonder, have you visualized this book as a movie? Perhaps it seems like it could be quite a compelling movie.
Yeah, it will be perfect if it's gonna be, because the also reputation, the press, the publishing housing, they say the script is already done, so for that, but yeah, we need some moving forward here.
Well, that'd be great, either a TV series or a movie for sure. Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about your own experience. What country did you immigrate from to the United States?
Okay, I immigrate from Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is one of the republic of the Soviet Union. If you know, it was 15 republics, and Azerbaijan was one of them. Yeah. So I immigrate from this country when I was 4 years old.
4 years old.
That's why I was a geologist. So it's my previous life. But now, that new land, new circumstance, and I start from the scratch.
Yeah.
I tried many professions, but I find finally a new field for me. It's social worker. So I am working. I worked about 20 years like social worker. So I'm good for that. I'm happy with it.
Well, wonderful. Well, wonderful. Well, we're glad you came to this country. I'm glad it was a great refuge for you, and you're still contributing so much. Your work as a social worker, and now your work as an author as well. The book is called The Last Illusion. It is written by Izek Alieve. It is a terrific book. It explores intertwining themes of identity, war, and faith. The story that Izek has brought together is absolutely amazing. It is one that will keep you turning the pages just as quickly as possible because you'll want to find out what happens next. In part, of course, it's inspired by real themes and real experiences. Other parts, of course, are fantasy and imagination, but it blends together beautifully into a wonderful, wonderful novel. Izek, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you very much for having me, and I was excited to talk to you.
Pleasure is all mine.
And now my book is available in 3 languages, in Amazon and North and Barnes and Noble, and is Authority Reputation Press website. So
wonderful, wonderful. The book is available in 3 languages. You can find out more on Authors Reputation Press website. Right. We're also going to have some links under this interview so folks can order the book and enjoy it as well. Izek, thanks again for being our guest.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. And to the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.